Children, in this video we are going to learn about lesson 6 solid state. See, the matter may exist in three different physical states, that are solid, liquid, gas. But if we look around, we may find solids rather than liquids and gas. So, solids differ from liquids and gases by possessing, since solids having definite volume, definite shape, they differ from liquids and gases. Similarly, in solids, the atoms or molecules or ions are tightly held in an ordered arrangement. This is the ordered arrangement of the atoms, molecules, or ions. And there are many types of solids, plastics, metals, etc. And most of the substances that we are using in our day to day life is also solid. So, generally, what are the characteristics of solids? Some characteristics. Number one, they have definite volume, they have definite volume and shape, they are rigid and incompressible. It cannot be pressed, incompressible. They have strong cohesive forces, that is, strong intermolecular forces, attractive forces. They have short interatomic or ionic or molecular distances between the atoms. The distance is very small. The ions, molecules, or atoms have fixed positions, and they can oscillate only on their mean positions. They cannot move. They can oscillate only upon their mean positions. So, based upon this, there are two types of classification. Solids classified into two types. One is crystalline solids. Second one is amorphous solids. Amorphous solids, best example we can say glass, rubber, etc. Crystalline solids, still it is classified into ionic solids, example NaCl, covalent solid, example diamond, molecular solid, example naphthalene, metallic solid. All the metals, sodium, magnesium, so and so, copper, gold, aluminium, silver, etc. The last one is atomic solids. Atomic solids means 18th group in the periodic table, noble gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. When it is frozen, after frozen, that is frozen elements of group 18. That's the example for atomic solids. So these are the classification. So what is meant by crystalline? In Tamil we say padigam. Padigam, அதாவது படிகம்னாலே best example we are using in our home. கல்லுப்பு பற்றி நொர கல்லுப்பு, sugar. These are the examples for crystalline solids. For amorphous, மைதா மாவு, கோதுமை மாவு. These are all examples for amorphous. அது வந்து வளவளப்பாக இருக்கும் கோதுமை மாவு, மைதா மாவுலாம். பட் கல்லுப்பு, சுகர் இதெல்லாம் crystalline solids. So there are many classical differences between crystalline solid and amorphous solid. In crystalline solid, the arrangement of atoms is of ordered and long range order like this. But in amorphous, randomly arranged, no proper arrangement. This is like this, randomly arranged, not proper arrangement. So the main differences between the crystalline and amorphous. Crystalline, long range, orderly arrangement. Arrangement of constituents. Here, short range, random arrangement. Random arrangement of constituents. Number 2, it is having definite shape, crystalline, but amorphous having irregular shape. Generally, crystalline solids are anisotropic in nature. What is amorphous solids are isotropic in nature. In the next video, I'll clearly explain what is meant by anisotropic and isotropic. A separate video I'll give you. Isotropic. They are true solids. Here they are pseudo-solids or supercooled liquid. Definite heat of fusion. Here, heat of fusion is not definite. They have sharp melting point. Here, they do not have sharp melting point. When heated, gradually get softened. The process goes slowly, gradually soften and can be molded. Best examples: NaCl, diamond, Here best example, rubber, plastics. One more difference, they can be cut with a knife. When cut, they will give two pieces. Both the pieces are plain and smooth. But here, cutting, we get two pieces but both having irregular shape, irregular surface. Here we are getting regular shape, that is plain and smooth. The surface will be plain and smooth. But here, when cut, giving two having irregular surface. So such a great differences between crystalline and amorphous. Examples also I have given, clearly given in the book page number 177 and 178. What are the characteristics of a solid? What is the classification of the solid? And the characteristics of crystalline and amorphous solids.